What's up, YouTube? I just thought I'd do a little follow-up video on the Kershaw ZT 0400 knife. I did a review on it when I first got it. I just wanted to show you guys really quick what it looks like after it takes some wear and tear after an everyday carry, and I use it every single day, so you'll get an idea of how well it holds up. You can see the knife is still in pretty good overall shape. I mean, it's got little signs of wear here and there. The grip is held really well. It's not coming out or anything like that. You can see it's got like little nicks and stuff on the edges from just being used. I did replace that skull bead that you saw before with just these little metallic beads here that I ended up getting because I thought the skull looked kind of juvenile. The rest of it's the same. This lanyard is definitely really nice to have on here. I use it all the time to pull it out of the pocket, and gives it a little more, gives the knife a little bit something. I don't know, I think it's something that the knife is missing that it definitely gives it. So just to show you here, you can see the blade is taken somewhere. This is from sharpening. I'd be taking a stone. I have a little stone that I hold, and it looks like a pen, and I draw that across, and sometimes it'll hit. So that may or may not happen to you. It happened to me, but you can see the little fingerprints, just little bits of wear. But I mean, the knife is extremely well done, well built, and it doesn't really show. You can take a closer look at the blade. It's really held up very well. And the handle's held up very, very well. A little bit of dust in there from being in my pocket inside and in the middle here. But I mean, the mechanism is held up very, very well. Doesn't work any worse than it did when I got it. It still pops out with confidence. The assisted open, I haven't had any issues. This here I'm kind of upset about, but honestly, for an EDC knife, I mean, it happens, I mean, you get little signs of wear, and honestly, I mean, that's how I know it's mine. So it doesn't really bother me. I use it to cut. I've sharpened it several times. These are challenging to sharpen just because you have the primary and secondary edge that you have to keep sharp. And the trick, just so if you kind of want to know to keeping these sharp, this part right here needs to stay extremely sharp. And the only way to do that is to draw your sharpening stone to that point and then stop. And then do the other side, stop. You want to stop it right there every single time. Don't ever drag your sharpening stone or whatever you're using to sharpen. Don't ever drag it over that point because it's going to dull it out. If you want to keep that nice and sharp, you just got to stop it, and then you do this side. So you'd go stop and then stop like that. Just make sure you kind of focus around that point, and it'll stay nice and sharp. The tip has stayed extremely sharp. I don't know if you can see that really well, but it's stayed very, very, very sharp. But yeah, I'm extremely pleased with the knife. As you can see, I mean, I have been using it, obviously, and it's held up that well. I mean, it's still, there's no movement. It's very, very tight. Very nice knife to have. I've grown quite fond of it. I do also still have this here, the Kershaw Leek G10. This one, I've been actually letting my girlfriend carry this in her purse, so I'm not really sure how much use it's actually getting, but you can see it's also in excellent shape, held up pretty well. I mean, it's been used. I mean, she's been using it. I mean, obviously not as much as I use my knife, but it's not like been sitting in my dresser or something like that. It's been been used. Although it would be a lot harder to see any damage to the blade or any real wear on the blade on this one, just because it's got that metallic look, that oh god, I forget what they even call it now. That stonewash that they have on here. That's a fantastic knife. The tip, luckily, on this one is still in excellent shape too, probably because it has been used just by my girlfriend. I mean, she probably uses it to open packages, cut something here and there, but not like heavy use like I use mine for. I mean, I use my knife for everything, but that's the only disadvantage to a knife like this, is if you use it too hard. That tiny little tip there can take a beating, but this is still just like a needle point. It's a great knife. Either one of these I recommend. Now that you've seen, it's been a while since I've gotten them, and they're both extremely well held up, and I think if you bought either one of these, you'd be very happy with it. So that's my video. I hope you like it. It's in HD. I got a new webcam, so I'm really enjoying that. Do leave comments. Let me know any experiences you've had with these, if you like them. The whole point of these videos is, to convince people that are looking to buy these knives that they should or shouldn't. When I was going to buy either one of these, I was on YouTube looking for videos of people that have had them, just showing, people showing them opening, people touching them, using them, and then their opinions. And I think YouTube has a big, takes a big factor in a lot of people's purchasing decisions, just because it's, true, unbiased testimony about the product. So I think that these are excellent knives, and you'd be a fool not to get one if you're considering one. You can spend more money on nicer knives, I guess, but for the money, this is all you could really hope for. If you just want a nice little tiny little knife, tiny in my opinion, something like this is great. Just be careful of the laws in your state as far as what EDC. Most states it's 3 inches. That's what that is for an EDC, for a concealed carry. This is a 3.8 inch blade, so it's a bit bigger, but I do get around the EDC law, just because if you have this on here and I put it in my front jean pocket, this is exposed, and therefore it's not a concealed weapon. I'm not trying to hide a knife or anything, but I do find a larger blade to be a little more functional in my day-to-day use. So I hope you liked the video. Leave comments, and I will try to get some more reviews and videos up here soon. Thanks for watching.